There's a common belief that having a 9-to-5 job means you'll never get rich. But that's simply not true, and I'm here to prove it. Many people have become wealthy while working a regular job, and I've learned a lot from their experiences, which I'm going to share with you. I used my 9-to-5 jobs as a way to save up money and invest in my businesses. However, starting a business isn't for everyone because it comes with a lot of risk, responsibility, and managing employees, which can be a real headache. While I've had great team members, like the ones editing this video, managing a business can be exhausting and stressful, making you feel like quitting at times. Many entrepreneurs have felt this way. The good news is, you don't need to start your own business to build wealth. You can achieve financial success while keeping your 9-to-5 job, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. The first step to building wealth with a 9-to-5 job is understanding how your expenses stack up against your income. To get ahead financially, your income should ideally be at least twice what you spend. This creates a comfortable buffer that allows you to save, invest, and grow your money. There are a few ways to achieve this. You can either increase your income, reduce your expenses, or ideally do both. Increasing your income might mean asking for a raise, taking on side gigs, or finding ways to earn passive income. On the other hand, cutting expenses could involve trimming unnecessary costs, budgeting more effectively, or finding cheaper alternatives for things you already buy. The key is to create a significant gap between what you earn and what you spend, setting the stage for financial growth. One of the easiest ways to start building wealth is by cutting down on your expenses. Personally, I track all my spending using a tool called Mint.com, where I link all my bank accounts. This lets me see exactly where every dollar is going, and I categorize my expenses daily. I treat my finances like I do my health. I track everything closely, just like I measure my food and count calories to stay on top of my diet. By keeping a close eye on your finances, you can spot areas where you're overspending or paying for things you don't need. Sometimes I even catch subscriptions or services I forgot to cancel. Staying on top of your expenses this way is essential because it gives you control over your money, which is key to growing your wealth. When I first started out, my focus was on cutting my expenses as much as possible without sacrificing my quality of life. It's important to keep your spending in check, but even after doing that, you might still find that your income doesn't cover twice your expenses. If that's the case, you may need to consider taking on a second job or finding another way to boost your income. I've often talked about a friend of mine who faced tough times after losing his job unexpectedly. To get back on his feet, he started waking up early to deliver food in the mornings. Then he worked as a cashier at a retail store during the day. In the evenings, he helped out at a friend's landscaping business on weekends, putting in long hours to make ends meet. Now, you don't have to go through such extreme measures to succeed. While my friend was working multiple jobs to overcome a difficult situation, you can find a side hustle or part-time job that suits your skills and schedule. Whether it's driving for Uber, doing freelance work online, or picking up extra shifts at your current job, every little bit helps to close the income gap. I understand everyone has different challenges, and not everyone's situation is the same. But at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for your own actions and make the necessary sacrifices to achieve your financial goals. Whether it's adjusting your budget, working extra hours, or getting creative with new income streams, the key is to make sure your earnings are significantly higher than your expenses. Once you're earning twice as much as you need, it's time to put that extra money to work. Since your job is already covering your basic needs like food and shelter, you can use your additional income to explore new opportunities without the pressure of needing it to survive. One option is to start a side business. With some savings, it'll be much less stressful because your day job still pays the bills. This way, you can grow your business gradually, reinvest profits, and build up your wealth without risking your financial stability. However, starting a business isn't for everyone. It comes with significant risks, and most businesses fail within the first few years. If you're not interested in that path, you can still grow your money by investing. The simplest and most reliable options are investing in real estate or the stock market. These investments allow your money to grow over time, helping you build wealth without the stress of running a business. Let's break down how investing can help you build wealth over time. Imagine you start with an initial investment of $2,000. If the average person earns around $50,000 a year and you're making twice your expenses, you could potentially save about $4,000 each month, or $50,000 a year. Now, if you invest that money and earn an average return of 10% per year, common in both the stock market and real estate, over the course of just 10 years, your investments could grow to nearly $1 million. That's not a long time, and the power of compounding can turn your savings into substantial wealth. If you start investing at age 20, by the time you're 40, your investments could grow to over $2 million, maybe even close to $3 million. This approach takes patience, but it's a steady path to becoming a millionaire without the high risks that come with starting a business. Investing regularly, such as putting $4,000 a month into a simple index fund for 20 years, can make you a multimillionaire with far less stress compared to running a business. While starting your own business can offer big rewards, it also comes with significant risk. 80% of businesses fail. Investing is a slower but much safer way to grow your money, making it a smart option for those who prefer a more predictable path to wealth. This is a solid plan if you don't want to start a business or if you enjoy your current job. The key is to find a way to earn at least twice as much as you spend. You can do this by either cutting down on your expenses or a combination of both, reducing what you spend and increasing your income. You might even need to consider taking on a second job. Let's break it down to something more manageable. For example, if you can save and invest $2,000 a month, that could help you reach around $1 million over time due to the power of compound interest. This is something that anyone can achieve with enough dedication. For instance, you could easily make an extra $2,000 each month by working part-time at a store like Foot Locker. People in developed countries have the opportunity to make this happen. However, it will require sacrifices and commitment over a long period, about 20 years. Many people find this tough and may not be willing to wait that long to see results. I understand that feeling. I felt the same way in my 20s, wanting quick success. If you want to speed up the process of building wealth, you might need to either start your own business or land a high-paying job. If you didn't go to college, getting a high-paying job can be challenging. But one field that offers good earning potential for many people is sales. Good salespeople can make a lot of money, sometimes over $300,000 a year, even without a college degree. I have team members in sales who consistently earn six figures because they excel in their field. So if you have the skills for sales, that could be a lucrative path for you. Sales jobs offer a great balance between being an entrepreneur and having a traditional job. The main risk is that your income depends on your sales performance, since you're typically paid on commission, meaning there's no guaranteed paycheck. However, the potential to earn more is much higher, and the risk is lower than owning a business. If your business fails, you could end up in debt, especially if you borrowed money to start it. But if you're a salesperson, even if you have a bad month, you can usually find a way to make ends meet without facing huge financial consequences. Another benefit of sales is that you don't have to manage a team of employees. Many people think having a large company with many employees is impressive, but it can be very stressful. When you have employees, you take on their problems too. If they're dealing with personal issues like a family loss, it can affect you. You might find yourself worrying about their situations when you didn't sign up for that. In contrast, as a salesperson, you essentially run your own mini business without the complications. The biggest risk is that if you don't make sales, you don't earn money. But if you're successful, you can potentially earn a lot and enjoy a lot of freedom. You can focus on making sales without worrying about what happens after the sale is completed. For instance, I used to think about how nice it would be to sell used cars. My only job would be to make the sale, and once the customer drives off, it's the car company's responsibility if anything goes wrong with the vehicle. In business, you must take care of everything: fulfilling orders, managing customer service, and attracting customers through marketing. In sales, you just show up, make your pitch, close the deal, and head home. You don't have to worry about marketing, customer service, or any of the behind-the-scenes work that comes with running a business. You can focus solely on selling, which makes it a straightforward and appealing option for many people. Think about someone like my friend Alex, who works in sales and is expected to make around $400,000 this year. The great thing about Alex's job is that he has none of the responsibilities that come with running a business. He keeps his expenses really low, unlike me, who sometimes spends more on flashy things. Because he lives simply, he's able to save and invest a significant portion of his income. In fact, I'd guess that he invests around 80% of what he makes, and he's been doing this for years. As a result, he has built up millions of dollars just from his high earnings and smart investing. You can do the same thing. If your job doesn't pay well enough, consider getting a second job to boost your income. The important thing is to earn at least twice what you spend and to invest the extra money. Over time, this approach can lead you to accumulate millions.